Right, you're still watching SA Today, and it's time for us to take a look at what's happening in the world of business. Well, it's been 2 years now, and a dream of first of its kind artisanal food and design market is still on the go. The Halal Goods Market, launched in July 2017, has been held quarterly, hosting over 18,000 visitors each time. The Halal Goods Market boasts halal-friendly, locally sourced items, and it continues to grow. For more on this, we're joined by Fehmida Jordaan, who is the founder of Halal Goods Market. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for inviting us.
Well, for the sake of our viewers, when we're talking about halal, what do we mean?
So halal generally means in Islam, it's the way meat is slaughtered, or sort of the way we dress. And it actually encompasses a part of Islam that has everything to do with food as well as dressing and what we use. So, no alcohol ingredients, we don't eat pork products, and we slaughter our sheep in a certain way. We have a prayer that we read, like sheep, cows, chickens, those sort of things.
All right, so since that it's a domestic idea, on the market side of things, how does it play out then to say we are in the halal goods market? So
the thing with halal goods market, why it's even there, is because a lot of times we go to some of these markets and we struggle to find halal food, and the market is there to say there's a lot more to halal food than just biryani and samosas. And I think that's where it fits in with the market, where we bring a lot of people together that are all small businesses who are making things themselves, who are basically there to serve halal food in all different kinds, literally like dim sum to tacos.
Yeah, so we wouldn't actually know what is halal food if we haven't tasted it before, because you're talking about only slaughtering. Is it like red meat related, or are there other niceties?
So the thing with halal food is that it actually just tastes the same. Your beef tastes the same as beef that you may cook at home. It's the same thing. I think we just have a different way of slaughtering than you would for others, and that's the thing with the difference between halal and it's like the difference between halal, kosher, and non-halal. We just say that, but for us, it's the difference in the way it's slaughtered and the prayer that's read when it's slaughtered. But besides for that, it's the ingredients we use in it. So when we're cooking our food, we don't add alcohol into our food. No wine products, no sort of pork products like lard and all of those things into our food.
And then on the supply side of things, what is the profile of your service providers?
Well, at our market, we've got about 90 vendors that are all literally small business owners that own the products themselves. They go out, they source their products from local butchers, packaging people, all of that, and they feeding back into the supply chain. And we try as much as we can that, actually not really, as most of the food people that are there source their stuff locally, are selling it locally, are making it by themselves. So supply-wise, they also make sure that they're buying their products from halal certified people or those sort of things. We even have people who come to our market who are not necessarily Muslim. So you don't have to be Muslim to sell a halal product, because you can get halal certified by a body. We've got 2 vendors that are coming that are selling food products that are halal certified.
How do you vet the quality of halal stuff, and how do we identify it from a non-halal foodstuff?
So most of the time with us, we go, if it's a Muslim person who is selling the product, generally they only eat halal food, and likewise they would be sourcing all their stuff from halal butchers and halal suppliers. If it's a non-Muslim vendor, as long as it's halal certification, there's quite a few halal certification bodies in South Africa that can do that for you if you want a certification. I think there's about 4 that are really well known in South Africa: ICSA, NIHD, MJC, and SANHA. And you can get halal certified. So I think if you come to a market where we decide to take on the responsibility, we ensure that the people who are coming are bringing halal food. That becomes a big responsibility on us as well. And in cases where we are not sure about stuff, we'll ask them, we'll say, listen, can you supply us with who you're buying your products from? Are they all halal certified? Are those things happening? In those cases, but most of the time, if it's Muslim vendors, we know that they're already selling halal product, and they will tell us our suppliers are these sort of people who are mostly halal certified.
Well, most of the time when we're talking about the Eid, we expect that there would be feasting after all fasting and prayer. Is this the business as usual, or is this a different kind of a market?
So this market, I think that the thing with food is that it becomes that social thing, like everybody enjoys it. And this market here is a feasting, let's say, over a whole weekend that happens a few times a year. But it's also a way for these guys to showcase their product, to say we are making this and it's halal, and it's not just your usual biryani samosas. We can make things that are different. We can make Middle Eastern food, we can make Chinese food, we can make Mexican food. We've even got somebody who's doing American corn dogs there. We've got dessert people who are making things live at their stations. So it's a way to continue feasting, I guess, but not just for Eid.
Okay, where about is this?
So the market is happening at the Fox Junction. It's right opposite John Vorster Police Station. It's the Fox Sheds, 14 Alexander Street, Ferreirasdorp, Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. onwards.
All right. Thank you very much for making time to speak to us.
Thank you for having us.
All right. That's Fehmida Jordaan, who is founder of Halal Goods. And of course, let's take a break.